In this video, I'm going to show how to get instant thumb pain relief. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to go over easy exercises that can offer both quick and long-lasting relief for thumb pain. A note about the exercises, each one works just a little bit differently. To get the best results, go through them all, use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. If you're dealing with a lot of thumb pain, I would start off with this exercise because it's really easy, it's fun, and it can give quick relief. What you're going to do is take the hand that you're having thumb pain and just put it right up on a desk or a table and start off by doing what are called piano fingers. So imagine a keyboard right out in front of you. Just play it. What you want to do is just focus on trying to spread your fingers out as much as you can and then raise and lower them. What this is going to do is bring blood flow into the area around the thumb, which will help promote healing, but it's also going to help loosen everything up. Usually feels pretty good. I like to do this for about 10 to 15 seconds, see how I feel. If it feels pretty good at that point, I just move on to the next part. But if it feels like this is really helping out, you're more than welcome to do this as long as possible. And if you really want to get strange with this one, you can do what is called the thing. Do you remember from Addams Family how it just kind of crawls around like a spider? You can do this up and down on a flat surface as many times as you want. It just kind of targets the muscles around the thumb and into the hand just a little bit differently. So from there, once I have everything warmed up, I move on to focusing on the thumb directly a little bit more. So what you want to do this time around is take your thumb and just kind of move it towards your pinky finger, kind of like pinching them together. With this one, focus on trying to move through your thumb as much as you can. So don't try to bring your pinky towards you. Instead, move it through the thumb. But do this a couple times and then switch over towards the ring finger, middle finger, index finger. And if you feel like any of these movements, like going over towards my ring finger, is just really just offering a very deep stretch, it's just working the best out of all of these. At that point, I just try to throw some more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. So from there, I move on to doing what are called thumb circles. Pretty self-explanatory. Just kind of taking your thumb right here and doing big wide circles as much as you can. Do this about 5 times in one direction and then switch it up in the opposite direction and then repeat. From there, we're going to focus a little bit more into the wrist and also working a little bit more into this area around the thumb and also a little bit lower. So you're going to take your thumb and go all the way across your hand as much as you can, and then you're going to curl your fingers around it to make a fist. From here, you're going to do a motion very similar to what we did with the thumb circles. You're just going to do it with your wrist. So I like to go about 5 times in one direction and then switch it up and do it in the opposite direction. You can also go up and down like this, kind of like a flexing motion. You can go side to side, but if you go side to side, really focus on a deep stretch by kind of going towards your pinky side like this and opening up this whole area. You have a little bit of a divot right here. We call this the anatomical snuff box, and a lot of pain that ends up going up into the thumb actually starts right in here. So what you can do is just gently stretch into that area until you feel it right here, not to the point of pain or discomfort. Hold this for about 5 seconds, relax, and then keep repeating this for about 5 times until you feel like everything is nice and loose. But go through all of these movements. You're probably going to find that one just offers the most amount of relief. At that point, throw more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. So another really easy way to get instant thumb pain relief is to self-mobilize it. That is self-pop, crack, or release. What we're going to do is start off with this top knuckle right here. So I know a lot of people just like to crank on their thumb like this until it finally is able to pop. It actually can cause a lot of irritation. So this is a better way to be able to do it. What you want to do is take your other hand and you're going to use your index finger right here and your thumb to create a lever as you do it. It's kind of like if I had a pop can right here, how you pop it open like that. We're going to do a similar motion. So what I'm going to do is go right below that knuckle joint, so right here, and I'm going to place my index finger right below it to stabilize it. And then my thumb goes right above the joint. So at this point we can really use leverage to open up that joint. So let me see if I can actually get it to mobilize right there. It's pretty easy at that point. The thing is that you don't want to force it like this. Just a gentle pull. So pull on it and then use that lever to the point where you feel a really good stretch. At that point, hold this for about 5 seconds, release it, and then repeat it a couple more times. And then afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels pretty loose, what I do is just repeat that on the bottom knuckle, just like this. But you can also do this pretty much over all of the fingers if you would like. It's just a really easy way to mobilize everything without putting too much stress on it. But don't try to force it. If it's going to pop, it's going to pop. So from there, what you can do is actually a little bit more of a traction mobilization by taking your fingers and kind of making like a Vulcan sign right here and then just clamping right above that top knuckle joint. And what you're going to do is just pull or distract on it just like this until you feel a gentle opening, pulling stretch into your thumb. Try to hold that for 5 seconds, release it, and then repeat it a couple more times. And then you can also do this over the bottom knuckle joint if you would like. To take this one to the next level, you can actually add in kind of like a wave motion as you do this. So you just kind of want to pull on it like this and then do a wave motion to go in there and really start to open up that joint a little bit easier. But go through all of these movements. If you find that one just offers a little bit more relief, you're more than welcome to throw more repetitions in at that point. So this exercise is what I call the highlighter method. For this one, just grab a highlighter, but you can also use something like a ballpoint pen, something that will roll, but you're gonna find out pretty shortly why this one works out just a little bit better. So let's start off by targeting our palm and trying to massage out as much tightness as possible to help loosen everything up around the thumb. You're just going to take your highlighter and then just press into it with your hands just like this. And then you're just going to do a rolling motion going up and down. I like to do this for about 5 to 10 seconds, and during that time, I just progressively press more into the highlighter for a deep self-massage. And then afterwards, see how it feels. If it feels pretty loose, just work up towards the middle portion of the palm, all the way towards the top. You can even do this into the fingertips. But you really want to focus on this area right here, this meaty portion of the palm right below the thumb. And I do recommend not only going up and down with it, but also experimenting with different positions. So roll at an angle on both sides. You're probably going to find that one just offers a little bit more relief. And you can also do this on the outside of your thumb. You can do this on the top of your hand, even into the fingers. If you would like to do this little bit of a curve right here, I find that just grabbing onto the highlighter with my fingertips and my thumb and rolling like this works just a little bit better. So when you do this, you're probably going to notice that one certain spot, so maybe it is right below the thumb right here, that's just really pinpoint tight, achy, painful. The reason why the highlighter works so well is because it has this cap right here that you can just dig into those spots just a little bit more. So I just apply enough pressure in there where it's going to be comfortable, not causing any discomfort. And what you can do is twist the highlighter back and forth like this, or you can actually twist your hand. Just dig into any spot that you feel is just really tight and achy and keep repeating this over and over again until everything is nice and loose. So let's switch gears and now focus a little bit more on strengthening the thumb for long-lasting relief. For this one, just grab a rubber band, and I would recommend one that's a little bit thinner, less resistance, because we want to start off light. You can always build into this one later on. But you're going to start off by placing the rubber band pretty much at the bottom of your fingers and thumb. The further that you go up, the harder it's going to be. So again, let's start light with it. What you want to focus on is moving through your thumbs only. So you're going to spread your fingers out as much as you can, and then you're just going to take your thumb and just try to press it out, resisting against that rubber band. Go into this as much as you can, but stop before any point of pain or discomfort. And at that point, you're just going to hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds and then relax. And then repeat this about 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, challenge yourself to build into it just a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like you have a little bit more energy and you want to challenge yourself, throw in another set or two. But again, to take this one to the next level, just go up a level. So move the rubber band up a little bit more because you're going to have more resistance. And if you do end up getting a lot of strength with this one and it becomes pretty easy, all you have to do is add in another rubber band. But another way to make this one a little bit more challenging is to start to do circular motions as you do this. You can also try to bring your thumb out at different angles. Just explore as many different movements as possible until you find one that just really feels weak or just really helps address tightness, like it's really stretching in there. At that point, treat that like your weak link and keep doing this over and over again until everything is nice and loose or feels like you got a really good workout. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.